Hello, I'm Jason Wrightham. I'm the director of Elton Johns Glasses.
I'm Chris Teasdale and I'm playing Bill in Elton Johns Glasses.
I'm Chris Reed and I'm playing Dan in Elton Johns Glasses.
Andy Nash and I'm playing Sean in Elton John's Glasses.
Thanks for the clarity. Elton John's Glasses revolves around two brothers, Dan and Bill, who are estranged brothers. They've been estranged for 6 years. They are very different characters from what they were when they last saw each other. And I think Elton John's Glasses is probably about hope and strength. I think every single character is broken in their own ways. And it's about, I guess, family, friendship, love, relationships, and just picking yourself up and dusting yourself down and making yourself happy. I think that's the thing. And realising you control your own happiness.
Unlike some plays that Place Market's done up here, I think this one actually works better as a studio production.
It's set in one room, a front room, which fits for the size of the studio.
The play is a day in the life of Bill, and I think the intimate setting allows the audience to view a day in the life.
What he says.
I think it's a little bit different for the Lace Market in terms of it's rare that the Lace Market Theatre does just a sort of very sort of simplistic but very, 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 very funny comedy. And it's got some poignant moments there as well. And as I've said to these guys, the difference between the studio and the stage is on stage you can get away with performing and not acting. In the studio, you have to act. And they do that very well. And I think every single character is a piece of the jigsaw as the play rolls on with its plot. And they portray that piece. Yeah, I'll take checks.
Well, one of the more specific questions about the cast is that you've obviously been working with Romy Fletcher, who's a member of the Youth Theatre.
It's been terrible.
Yeah.
The language, the cigars, she smoked cigars.
Hangovers.
Hangover. She turned up drunk, eating a kebab. One rehearsal and started a fight.
And her phone, non-stop.
Awful.
Constantly rolling up cigarettes.
Yeah, it's just. To be fair, I'm not sure it's tobacco.
Well, and
it's awful. It's not right. It's like Bob Marley.
Yeah.
It's like doing a rehearsal with Bob Marley.
Yeah.
Terrible.
She's a proper diva as well.
Yeah, she's very demanding.
Imagine a really angry Bob Marley.
with Whitney Houston and Mariah Carey sort of demands in there. She won't rehearse unless there is a basket of kittens in the top left-hand corner.
If we're not
of the
done
room.
by 9 o'clock, she'll just
leave. Words failed me with Romy. To be fair to Romy, we auditioned. Firstly, I was very impressed with the Lace Market Youth Group. I cringed a little bit when I thought, I'm going to have to go to the youth group and audition. And I had visions of, young Bonnie Langfords from dance school trying to audition for me, and I was like, this is going to be awful. Every single person who auditioned were great, and I was very impressed. Romy was the last to audition, and we auditioned with Chris. We did a scene with Chris. And after the girls had gone, we sort of wrote the notes up on it and what we thought. Romy was the last to audition. She left. And as soon as she'd left, we all just looked at each other and said, that's Amy. And yeah, she is Amy, I think. She is Amy, naturally. And she's, to be fair, she's 15 years old. To wander into a room full of quite loud, noisy, boisterous idiots is a challenge when you're a 15-year-old girl.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
Exactly.
Another play as well.
And she just gets on with it. She gives as good as she gets, and she just gets on with it. She's absolutely fearless, which is good. It makes you actually forget what you were like when that age, and you wish you could maybe go back to being fearless. You lose your guts a bit when you're older, I think. You become more self-aware, and she's just not. So, and she makes your scenes, I think, very easy for you as well.
She does, yeah.
Apart from the cigars, she's all right. The language.
Violence.
Cigars,
And the violence. Yeah, she's a bit like Goodfellows. It's a bit like sometimes it's that threat of imminent violence. Yeah, absolutely. As the first-time director, things I have learned, I've not necessarily done it, but things I have learned is I need to work on patience, which I do anyway as a person.
Yeah,
I'm not the most patient of people. And I think also I've realised quite how horrendous I can be as an actor, behaviour-wise, for a director, because I am, and Andy's the same as me. This is why I tell Andy off. Andy's very good at distracting, but he will get away with it, like me, because he can hide it very well and just get on with it. He will not lose concentration. So I can imagine, I now see how disruptive that can be. And I promise for future directors, firstly, I'll apologise for any previous directors.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's
I'm
probably
so
loads
sorry.
of directors watching this saying,
And
finally!
And future directors, I promise I'll change. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. Carry on.
But yeah. Any of you guys had any?
Look at his little face.
What have you taken from it?
Well, you know, it doesn't have to be like, oh,
It
I
is.
learned to be a better
It's
person and now
my
I'm going to grow up.
biggest role, and
I thought your biggest role was that 6-foot sub you had from Subway.
and the smallest cast, I would say. So it's been, and comedy. It's been good fun.
Yeah, it's
working with everybody but the director.
That's right.
And you've nearly learnt all your lines.
I have in the right order.
You
I get straddled.
Really well. You are doing really well. you can walk and talk at the same time.
I can.
Yeah.
And skip. I've learned to skip.
you learn to turn off the TV sometimes.
Well, don't push it.
Now you just need to
Put it all together.
not sweat so much. Like you're a rapist in the dock.
They could probably cut that bit out.
No, keep it.